This is a Vermont required consumer information disclosure. This is not a contract. Anytime that you view property, you should be asked to sign one of these if it's your first time with that realtor. I'm going to describe to you the consumer's choices in buying and selling real estate in the state of Vermont. You have the right to decide whether you want to be represented in a real estate transaction as a client of a realtor, or if you want to be an unrepresented customer. All realtors you deal with must observe the following practices, whether you are a client or a customer of the realtor. So these are the four components of being a customer, and these are the fiduciary responsibilities that the realtor has to you as the customer. So they're to disclose all material facts pertaining to the property that are known by the realtor. They are to treat both the buyer and the seller fairly and not knowingly distribute inaccurate information about the property. 3, they are to account for all money and property received from or on behalf of the buyer or seller. And 4, they are to comply with state and federal laws related to real estate brokerage activity. A real estate firm may not act as an agent for both a seller-client and a buyer-client in the same transaction, except as a limited agent with the informed written consent of all parties. That relationship is called dual agency, and it is illegal in the state of Vermont. You can form a relationship called limited agency, in which case the seller's relationship with the realtor trumps the buyer's relationship with the realtor. But remember, unless you enter into a written agreement for agency representation, you are a customer, not a client. If you want to become a client and you want a realtor to represent you, you will need to enter into a written listing agreement as a seller or a written buyer representation agreement as a buyer. As a client, the real estate firm will provide you with the following services in addition to those 4 basic obligations that I listed previously. 1, they are to perform the terms of a written listing agreement or buyer representation agreement with reasonable skill and care. 2, they are to promote your best interests and negotiate for the best price and terms for either the seller, if you are the seller, or the buyer, if you are the buyer. They're going to put your best interest first and negotiate for the best price and terms. So, 3, maintain the confidentiality of client information, including bargaining information. There's no requirement that you must be represented by a realtor in the sale or purchase of property. So this is not a contract. If you have any other questions on agency relationships, contact your realtor or visit us at realestatevt.com. Thank you.